And just as promised, we're just 9.5 minutes later than I thought maybe you might be. Katie Tunstall is in the new studio. Good morning, my dear. It's nice to see your face.
Good morning. Lovely to be here.
It's going to be a very big evening tomorrow night at the Rialto. It's part of the Hatch Global Impact series. And you are just one piece of this fantastic puzzle.
I'm a little puzzle piece in a great jigsaw of entertainment and humanitarian work.
It is all that. We're going to get poetry, we're going to get music, we're going to get an interactive experience, as far as I know. Tickets are still available for this event. I highly suggest, if you want to attend this event tomorrow evening at the Rialto, you get your tickets this morning. The Rialto is gorgeous. If you haven't been there since its refurbishment, this is the perfect opportunity. So, again, great to see you.
Yeah.
You don't know this. I met you years and years ago.
What?
At South by Southwest.
What, the first time I ever went? It's happening right now. This is an anniversary, Michelle.
It's touching. You were playing.
We're crying.
I kid you not. It was the back loading dock of a grocery warehouse. Do you know
I totally remember it, and I've never found another person who remembers me playing that gig, so I'm so glad that we're talking about it.
That'd be me, yeah. I spoke to a mutual friend, Rig Miner, and let him know.
Yes, of course.
You were going to be in the studio.
That's so cool. Well, really nice to see you again.
He says hello to the wee Scots.
Hi, Ray. It's been such a journey since then. Wow.
It has. So, what, 5 records since then?
Yeah, 5 studio albums. It's starting to look like an autobiography, looking at this stack of records that I've made.
Well, now that we're in this space and you get to do events like this one tomorrow evening at the Rialto, it sounds like, to me, you've had an opportunity to really seize your success and who you are and your artistry. Where are you? Where is the career? What do you feel? Man,
what a lovely question. It's a really beautiful, empowering crossroads right now. You know, there's a movement happening globally where women are taking more control of their lives and demanding something better for themselves, and the music industry certainly hasn't been, you know, immune to that stuff. I have to say, my experience of being a female musician, certainly in the touring side of stuff, I have loved working with guys the whole time, and I'm telling you, guys are nicer on the road if there's a lady on the tour bus. And they smell better, for sure. But I just feel like I am in a really unique position because I'm in my 40s now. I'm on my 5th record, well, my 6th record coming out this year. And I just feel in a very empowered place where I'm in control and I'm making what I want to make. I went to see the incredible David Bowie exhibition at the Brooklyn Museum in New York, which is where I just came from. And it just shook my world. It was like, you know, the only thing that is in our way is ourselves. We've got to just get out of our way and follow our highest bliss and do what really excites us with our lives.
Well, it's an odd time, and without getting too deep, I'm 1 year older than you are. And
it's so good.
It's a weird time in your life.
Yeah.
I ain't a kid no more.
Yeah, no, that's it.
I actually have a job, and
well done.
We're decent at it. So
yeah.
Where do you go from here? You know?
Yeah, you have to. I think it's a time where you really start to think about what you want, and I think up until this point my focus has been very much about my career and about music, and I'm like, hang on a minute, maybe the focus should actually be on the life that I want. And that leads nicely into why I'm here this week, which is the Hatch event, because it's about using what you can do to really then start digging deeper into what you can use it for.
Well, let's talk about tomorrow evening. It's at the Rialto in downtown Bozeman. It is part of the Hatch Global Impact series, and this is not just about Katie. It's a series of artists. It's a multimedia masterpiece, if you will. There's going to be music, stories, film, live theater, poetry, featuring Kimberly Motley's inspiring fight to bring identity back to women. And I wanted to kind of run that by you. Sure, you can read the words and you know what the words mean.
What does it mean?
What does that mean?
Okay.
Identity
So
back
Kimberly
to women?
Motley is an amazing woman. She started off as an attorney. She went out to Afghanistan originally to start work with private companies to help them in Afghanistan, and ended up being deeply involved in a much more humanitarian way in Afghanistan, particularly with women who had been unjustly imprisoned a lot of the time, or were in desperate situations where they really didn't have access to any lawyers or help in any way to get them out of their situation that they were in. So she started helping women, and then realized also that there was this very deep running problem globally where a lot of women don't have official ID. So there's 4 million women in America who don't have ID. They don't really know how to change that situation. They don't have access to the information. They don't have access to the help. If you don't have a driving license or a social security number or an ID card, it's very difficult to get a job, to travel. All your opportunities in life are severely limited. And this whole show, all the proceeds are going to the Identity Project, and it's $25 to give a woman an official identity that will literally change her life.
It's happening tomorrow evening at the Rialto. It's a beautiful space. If you haven't been in it, it's been completely refurbished. Big night tomorrow night, and I highly suggest, if you want to go and you don't have tickets this morning, get on it. So KT Tunstall in the Move studio this morning. It is the summer of Tunstall, really. You were here last week.
Yes, a week ago I was playing après-ski at Big Sky and at the Yellowstone Club, and it was awesome. I love this part of America.
It's not bad.
It's just beautiful. I'm not telling anyone about it.
It's happening tomorrow evening, that event with the Global Impact Series. And also, you can see Katie in Missoula on June 6th. That's going to be a heck of a show. We'll talk about that as well. I'm just dying to hear some live music.
I'm sitting here with my guitar. My guitar's waiting very patiently.
It had to get up early too. and I will make a note here.
It's cold.
You have a beautiful Gibson.
I do.
You know the acoustics are made here in Bozeman.
I did. I saw the little display at the airport.
Well, we can do better than that. Okay, I know we can run by the factory, but KT Tunstall in the Move studio this morning. You've got a new project. You can play whatever the heck you want, but
yeah,
you've got a new project. Tell me about it.
So I made a record in 2016. I took a bit of a hiatus. I was kind of at a weird crossroads where I just didn't know, wasn't feeling very inspired to make records. So I actually left London and moved to Los Angeles to write music for film, and studied with the Sundance Film Institute. I studied feature film composition. Really got into that, but basically started driving around Mulholland Drive and the PCA, Pacific Coast Highway, listening to Tom Petty, and ended up writing a bunch of pop songs. And I was like, the world is in a place where it needs hope. And I was writing these very hopeful songs, and I thought, I think it's worth just going back to it and making a record. Did that, then decided I was going to make a trilogy of records. Okay. So I am now on number 2, which is coming out later this year.
If you're going to go.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to do it, just do it properly. So I've made it's a really soulful idea where the first record, Kin, was all about the spirit and the soul. This is installment number 2 that's coming up. I haven't talked about the name yet, but it's all about the body. So this one's the physical record.
Creepy.
Not creepy, sensual, physical. And I made it with Nick McCarthy, who's the guitarist from Franz Ferdinand, for any Franz Ferdinand fans out there. So it's a real rocking album, and it's very much about playing electric guitar rather than acoustic. So.
Well, we're excited to hear it.
Thank you.
Can we bribe you with?
You don't need to bribe me.
Coffee or something this morning?
I'm happy. I'm happy to play. I'll play you an oldie.
In the Move studio, 95.1.
You have to do the backing vocals.
I can do it.
So I'm gonna let it do all. Came across a place in the middle of nowhere with big want for me to sing. No, 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 you're not the one for me. I wanna have a big back house and a cherry tree. Can't quite get that 'cause my heart was sick of you. Big back house and a cherry tree. Can't quite get that 'cause my heart forsaken me.
KT Tunstall, the Moose 95.1 KMMS FM in Bozeman. You know it, you love it. You can see her live tomorrow evening. It is part of the Hatch Global Impact Series. It's at the Rialto. Beautiful. Thank you so much for performing this morning.
Pleasure. I think I left a mark on your desk
That's all right.
from kicking it.
If it's kicks of love, it's fine. We write all over the walls here. It's
Sweet.
People can do what they want. So you've got these projects that you're working on that are half new music, half passion projects.
Yeah.
If that's a correct term.
Yeah.
What are you listening to these days? Like new, old. When you get in your car, when you put on your headphones, what are you listening to?
So I have been trying to educate myself in hip hop. It's never been something that I listened to it back in the 90s. I'd listen to Beastie Boys. I really like De La Soul. I like Tribe Called Quest, but I never really graduated into more contemporary hip hop now. And I've sort of been finding myself complaining that often pop songs are not delivering the emotional, political, meaningful punch that I love with Bowie, that I love with Bob Dylan, or with Fleetwood Mac and Tom Petty.
Just say it for real.
These
Don't
are and
sugarcoat
Carole
it.
King, you know, and I find myself going, where's the message? Where's the real like thing that makes you want to dance and cry at the same time and meaningful stuff? I'm old school, and
You can't say that because if you're old school, that means I'm older school. Not okay.
only by a year,
Right. Okay.
but you know, it's also apparent to me that really good hip hop is where, and urban music is where the vanguard is at the moment, with people really saying it out loud. So I've been really getting into listening to Kendrick Lamar, really enjoying that. And then at the same time, I've been also listening to Nicki Minaj, which I think is maybe not quite as political, but I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy it. I very much enjoy music without lyrics as well. I find it really difficult to have background music that has lyrics. I just listen to the words. I have a good friend from the UK who's